Okay, so first of all, welcome. As you're hopping on, say, hey, girl, hey. So, I am using StreamYard to go live. So, if you would like for me to see your name when you comment or before commenting, go to streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay, so, excuse me. My name is Angel Barnette. For those of you who do not know me, I am your natural hair rehab expert, and I help Black women who do not want to relax their hair. They do not want to lock their strands, and I help them create healthy natural hair by incorporating mindset and my natural hair healing formula that helps you step into this badass, fierce, bold, unapologetic, crown wearing queen that you know that you are. And that's exactly what I teach. Okay. I'm the owner of the salon Angel's Healthy Spa. I'm the creator of the 5 phases to healthier and stronger natural hair. Is that me just saying I'm live? So today we are talking about a couple of things. Okay. I have a couple things that I want to share with you. All right. We're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about what's going on in my world. Come into my world. Come into my space. We're going to talk about what's going on in my world. We're going to be talking about a topic that I'm calling stop. Well, no. I'm going to call this hashtag stop the madness. Okay, we're going to talk about that topic. We're also going to be talking about your healing quote for the week. Okay, I'm going to be giving you a quote that you're going to be using for journaling and digging deeper into your natural hair mindset. We'll go over your healing quote of the week. We're also going to be talking about mistakes that I've made with my natural hair. Okay, so if you would like to support my channel, you can cash at me at, I think I have a ticker thingy. You can cash at me. I have Cash App, $ Angel Barnette. Okay, so let's get into today's show. Let me pull up my. All right, so first, let's talk about what's going on with me. What's going on in my world as I get my. Okay. So first of all, funny thing. It's a couple things going on right now. I have my self-care challenge going on. We're actually on day number 4, right? I'm doing a 5-day self-care challenge, and we're on day number 4. So that's something that is going on right now. And again, as you're hopping on, say, hey, girl, hey. Right now, we're just talking about a couple topics, and right now it's what's going on in my world. So as you hop on, say, hey, girl, hey, and let's have a conversation, okay? So, yeah, we're on day 4 of the self-care challenge. I've just been kind of going through the challenge myself. Every time that I do it, I go through it. I take myself through it as I walk them through the process. And it's been pretty magical for me, and which brings me to me being really excited about continuing to do it, like this being a regular thing. Not just because, it is a way for people to learn what I do, and it's also a way for people to learn about me, as well as uplifting them and bringing them to this aha of like, oh, I can actually achieve my hair goals. I didn't know that I could ask for more with my hair. And then like seeing them transform. We've actually been doing this self-care challenge. This time around we've done it a little differently. Before we were doing it in my main Facebook group. It's called Natural Hair Breakthrough. And then this time, one of my team members, she suggested that we try it, and as a its own private Facebook group. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So like I was vibing with it. We usually like vibe. My team members. I have two team members right now that um, help with the movement that I have going on, and usually, we're all vibing to it. We're like, oh yeah, let's do this. So we've done that, and it's been a complete, like it was an experience before, but the energy in the room changed. So it's been really beautiful. It's been really beautiful. So, okay, we got the self-care challenge going on. What else do we have going on in my world? Let's see. Okay, we got challenge date. So yeah, the challenge registration is closed. So we're not open. I don't know about any holidays or anything coming up. Let's go on to the next topic. Next topic is stop the madness. Okay, so what my goal was actually to show y'all this picture that I have, and I forgot to crop it out. So I'm gonna see if I can do it like this. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen, and if I could only show the picture that I'm trying to show. That's what I'm going to try to do. So we're going to talk about the madness. Let me try to pull it up. And again, as you're hopping on, say, hey girl, hey. Okay, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Okay. Yes, perfect. Okay, so first of all, the topic of right now is hashtag stop the madness. So I started stop the madness in my self-care challenge actually yesterday and today. I was like, you know what, this is going to be a regular thing. So the reason I'm saying stop the madness is because a lot of times, first of all, I'm going to go into what we were talking about first, and then I'm going to take you into what I'm showing you right here, right now. Okay. So, oops, I didn't mean to. Okay. So during the challenge, I was telling them that they needed to stop trying everybody's hair care recommendation and focus more on what things that they need to do specifically, right? Teaching them how to dial in and not be trying everything or trying all the products or like trying all the hair trends or whatever. And so during the self-care challenge, we talk a lot about self-confidence, you being able to show up in life, you being able to be you unapologetically, own your blackness, own your kinky natural hair, and own what your hair creates for you, right? Allowing your hair to serve you instead of it being a burden, right? That's what we talk about in the self-care challenge. And so I'm scrolling on Facebook, of course. I'm scrolling on Facebook. And of course, I'm in the natural hair groups too. So I definitely know firsthand. So I see this. I see this. And so it says before it dries versus after it dries. Let me know if you see this. Are you seeing that? I hope it doesn't show any like information. Somebody, whoever is on, help a sister out and let me know if you're able to see this picture. Help a sister out. Comment down below. So it says, I don't even know if you can see my mouse. So let me know if you can see these pictures. It says before it dries versus after it dries. Okay. So y'all not gonna help me out? Okay. Okay. Is that a thumbs up for you see it? I think Look, trying to help me out, sis. So I'm gonna assume. Okay, you see it. Okay, thank you. Okay, perfect. All right. So this that we're talking about is hashtag stop the madness. So what happens is when people see things like this, where it's a before and after. Okay, so first of all, there's several things that's going on. Obviously, we see that the curl pattern is different. Okay, so first of all, it's actually a couple things. I should have got a notepad. I should have got a notepad. Okay, so first of all, it's a couple different things. First of all, they don't even have the same curl pattern, regardless if her hair was wet or not. Okay, her hair is obviously a little bit looser than his. Okay, even if her hair was wet and his was dry. The fact that people are laughing at this, I'm pretty sure I was the one who put the care in. I said I was caring. I was trying to hug them. I was trying to give them a virtual hug because you're trying to say like this looks better than this, or that there's something wrong with his hair. First of all, there is nothing wrong with his hair. Second thing is, which I know is what also goes into this, not just the curl pattern, but the skin of their color, the color of their skin. Like I said that backwards, right? So obviously she's lighter skinned and he has a darker skin pigment, okay, right? Obviously. The problem with this is they're trying to say that one is better than the other. That's the problem that we have. Hashtag stop the madness. Stop doing this to ourselves. Why are we comparing ourselves to each other? Why not own your blackness? Be who you are. Embrace your curl pattern. First of all, if your hair is kinky, who is laughing about this, right? Like, did somebody have some self-hate in them to think like this was okay to do, like it was funny? Why do you think this is funny? Right? Why do you think this is funny? This is not funny. What is the joke? I know it's now for me, there was some other post that was like it was innocent like this, if you want to call it that, and I went in on the comments. For me, that was kind of funny because I went in, I was like, you got to start loving yourself and da 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 da, and why are you saying this and da da da, and then somebody was like, sis, calm down, it's a joke, and I was like, it's not a joke. These white people done brainwashed you, and you think it's okay to say kinky hair is a bad grade. No, that's the problem. Oh, it's a joke. No, it's not a joke, right? You are the joke, right? For thinking that it's not, but it's, you know what? You know what? It's not even her fault, right? I talk about that in the self-care challenge all the time. It's not even her fault, and that's why I'm sure I'm one of the ones who put the care there, because it's not even our fault. The things that these white people and going through slavery time, it has affected us and still affecting us, not just the racism, but what we do and how we treat ourselves, our own people, as well as ourselves. Right? That's why I talk about a lot of people, hating themselves and not being able to even know that they can have healthier hair, because they think since they're black and that they have kinky hair that they're not supposed to grow their hair long. Or if somebody does have long hair as a black person with kinky hair, that they're mixed with something, or they got Native American in their family, or they're Puerto Rican or white or whatever. Like, they have to be mixed with something. Like, no, stop the madness. Stop the madness. Somebody type that in. Type that in. Hashtag stop the madness. I have it here. Stop the madness. Right? Start thinking about your hair from a place of self-love. Start thinking about your hair, or stop thinking about your hair like it's a burden. Why? Why do that? Right? Think about that. Stop the madness. Why do we do this to ourselves? It's like people they want to make a joke of themselves before somebody else does. No. No, stop the madness. Stop the madness. Okay. All right. Next thing that we're going to talk about And forgot to stop sharing my screen. Let's see. Next topic is, let's go over my natural hair healing framework. So this is what I teach my clients. I forgot to make a little tab thing for that. So this is what I teach my clients, just to give you some input on, let me make this full screen, just to share some goody goodness with the people who decide to join my bubble. I hope you can see that. So I'm hoping that it's not backwards. I want to go over all 9 of the steps very briefly, just so we can review them. I'm going to do that just for you. Excuse me. So let me bring up my notes, because for those of you who are new to my world, I love notes. I love notes. I love notes only because I can talk about natural hair all day long, and I don't want to do that. I just want to sit here and kind of vibe with you. And after I do this, I want to show you, I forgot, I wanted to show you all something that I had got in the mail. Oh my gosh, I got something in the mail. So I tripped over it. I was going to get my my glass of wine before this broadcast, and I turned the corner from our foyer into the dining room. Like y'all know my floor plan. I was turning the dining room to get to the kitchen, and I tripped. I was like, "What is this?" And it was this box. I'll tell you what it is after I go over this framework, and then we'll get into your healing quote of the week, as well as some mistakes that I've made with my hair, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up. And also, again, if you would like to support my channel, I would love for you to support my channel. You can Cash App me at $Angel Barnette. If you want to make sure that other people are getting the message that I'm talking about, if you want to be a part of the movement to let other people, let other Black people know to stop downing themselves and uplift one another, uplift themselves, show up more in life so other people can see that also, right? So hold on. All right. So let's talk about this framework. Okay, so I'm just going to go through, I'm going to skip the hoopla, and we're just going to go right into the steps. All right, so there are 9 steps that I take my clients through. First of all, let me back up. So there are 3 things that you need to do in order to reach your natural hair bliss, is what we call it with your hair. You need to understand your hair. You need to be able to focus on knowing what to do with your hair. And you need to be able to plan out how you're going to accomplish your goals, right? Does that make sense? So in order to do those things, you need these 3 tools. And I'm going to tell you them tools. The 3 tools are, and you may want to take notes. You may definitely want to take notes. By the way, this is something that I walk my clients through who like sign up into my online programs and that like come into the salon with me. So, and they pay thousands of dollars. So this is the goods, right? This is what I am teaching for money. Okay, so girl, get this value and share this video so your fellow curl friends can get this message, right? Share this with your family. Share this in the Facebook groups, right? That need to learn how to shift their mindset, okay? I would greatly appreciate it. And I would appreciate your support in sharing this message, okay? So I'm taking you to rehab is what I call it. And I take you to rehab to help you. I help to unbrainwash what these white people have done with our hair. And keep following me. I'm going to be doing this pretty often just so you can really understand what I'm doing, what I stand for, and what I will not fall for. Okay? So I'm helping you unbrainwash your mind so you can know that you can be this powerful, badass black woman and with your natural hair and be able to wear your natural hair out and feel more confident and empowered, to really show up the way you want to. So, you can ask for that raise, or you can create your program, or that you can start your business, or whatever that you need to do to show up the way you want to more unapologetically. Again, as a black woman, let's do this. So, first thing, knowledge is the first tool that you need. You need knowledge, right? Yes, there's a lot of knowledge out there. You got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got and then Facebook group. Like, let's not even get into the Facebook group. There's a lot of knowledge, but there's two other tools that you need. The second tool is techniques. Techniques is a tool that you need. Okay. You need to be able to dial it in on specifics. You can't just use knowledge to take care of your hair. Like, don't just learn things and not do anything with it. You need to learn your techniques. The third tool that you need is consistency. You can't just have the knowledge that you need and then the techniques to know specifics and then not do it often. That's not gonna get you anywhere, right? You got to have all three. Okay, so let's go through these 9 steps that I walk my clients through, and make sure that you're taking notes, okay? So, all right, first step is creating your soulful goal. And let me know if you can see this. I hope it's not backwards. I'm unsure. Somebody help me out and let me know. Is it backwards? Question mark. You can say it's not backwards, Angel, or Angel. It's backwards. Let me know. All right, so the first one is creating a soulful goal. This is going to be your soulful goal, okay? So the first step that I teach you in knowledge is creating a soulful goal to talk about your natural hair mindset so that you can step into your full confidence to redefine and recreate the natural hair that deep down inside is possible for you, okay? The next step is learning your progression cycle. And again, somebody help me out. Let me know if this is this is backwards. The next step is learning your progression cycle. Okay, to know your steps to take and what to expect through your journey, so you are always headed in the right direction. Okay. The next step in knowledge is this is a good one. How to prevent product junkie habits, to stop spending time and money on products that you don't need but are like really shiny objects or cool trends to follow, right? Hashtag stop the madness again, pretty much. So with the knowledge and with the product junkie habits, or preventing product junkie habits, I walk you through how to choose the right products for your specific needs that are personalized specifically for you, right? Not everybody, right? We don't want to use products that are generally made for naturals. Like, yes, definitely stop the madness. Hashtag stop the madness. Actually, let me put that up there. Stop the madness. Stop trying all of these products that everybody are using, right? Or is using. I'm not grammar police, do not come out for me. I'm sorry, right? But stop the madness. Stop doing all of the things everybody else is doing. Okay, I just had to get into that. So now let's talk about techniques. Okay, so this is going to help you dial in exactly what you need to do with your hair depending on your specific circumstances or situations. Because there are situationals. I call them situationals. Like, maybe your hair is thinning, or maybe your hair is falling out, or maybe you have gone through postpartum shedding, maybe you have high blood pressure. Excuse me. Maybe you need to go on vacation and you don't want to do your hair a whole lot, or maybe whatever you got going on, sis. Like, for real, this is where you dial it in, because you can't take care of your hair the same all the time. You're going to need to change things up. So in techniques, what I teach you is the first step is to learn your specific situation. Okay, that's right here. And again, please help me out and let me know if you could see this. I don't know if it's backwards or what. I'm not exactly sure. Learning your specific situation to only choose your action step based on only you, right? And not your mom's, not your daughters, not your friends, not your Facebook friend, right? Who cares what those other people are doing with their hair? I don't. And you shouldn't either, right? Learn about your specific situation to know what you need to do. Don't just be like, oh, so and so said this worked for her hair, right? Who cares? Who cares? No, stop. Let's stop the madness, right? This natural hair community, I feel like they're in cahoots with the product companies, or like, so where they're trying to sell all their products and they're like, try this, try that. And I'm like, no, stop the madness. Stop trying everything. No. All right. The next step is choosing your go-to styles. Okay. So in techniques, the second step is how I teach you how to choose your go-to styles, to have styles that, first of all, you can choose from. You have a variety of hairstyles that you can choose from that are for you. They last longer than one day, and it really fits you and your lifestyle, right? Not just a style because it looks good on someone else. Who cares, right? Dial it in. This is going to help you dial it in. Okay. And the third step is evolve your care. All right. So I teach, where is it, Lord? Right here. So I teach you how to evolve your care to know how to pivot, update, and improve your needs, to make sure that you're always to make sure that your needs always fit you at any given time, situation, and know that if it's coming before it happens. I want to break that down a little bit. So evolving your care means that you're going to be put on a cycle to where you know exactly what to do with your hair. So instead of you thinking that, and again, as you're hopping on, say, hey girl, hey. So think about it like this. If you follow certain steps that are specific to what you should be doing, you already know that the health of your hair is going to improve, the length of your hair is going to grow longer, your hair is going to grow thicker, right? So as this happens, how you care for your hair will also be different. Does that make sense? Right? So for example, I've had some people say, hey, Angel, I've been using this product for a while, and it's not really working for me anymore. Yeah, probably because your hair has changed, and how you care for it will be different, right? That means you need to change it. Hey girl, hey Miss Angela, how are you doing? Yes, I'm so glad to have you with me. Yes, right? So let me know if this makes sense, right? You're not going to care for your hair. You're not going to learn how to care for your hair and then do that forever, because the health of your hair is going to be improving, right? You just following the steps, the health of your hair is going to be improving. Your manageability is going to be going up, right? It's going to be getting a lot easier to manage. It's going to be, your hair is going to grow longer. It's going to grow thicker, right? If you have any thinning spots, it's going to get thicker. So that means your go-to styles are going to change also, right? Like everything is going to change how you care for your hair. It's not always going to stay the same. So how you care for it will change. So what I've done in my career is I've taken my clients through these stages with their hair, and I've seen how it changes. So I'm able to teach other clients what to expect before it happens. Let me know if that makes sense, right? Like I can tell them, like they'll say, for example, and this actually goes more into the progression cycle so you can actually see results. So it's like I tell them, do this first step, or in the progression cycle, do this, and then they can say, oh nice, this is starting to happen to my hair, and I'm like, yeah, you're headed in the right direction, keep going, right? And what I can say is, hey, let me know. Pretty much what I could do is say, hey, let me know when this happens, So now we'll know if you're at the next phase, right? For example, your hair itching a little bit. So when somebody says, hey, you know, it's itchy, it has this different itching sensation going on. And I'm like, yeah, oh, okay, you're in phase number 3, right? That means your hair is growing thicker, right? It's getting thicker, and your hair is getting ready to poke out of the follicle through your scalp so it could show, right? Like, so it's this itching sensation. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Instead of me like, uh-oh, why is it itching? Do we need to do something to stop the itching? And, you know, like, no, that's actually normal, right? It's actually normal. So I don't want to go too deep into that, but because I'm thinking of all kinds of other different stories, but we're going to keep it going here so we can keep on time. All right, so now let's talk about consistency, right? So in consistency, the 3 steps that I have for you is how is the first one. Let me know if you can see this. I'm hoping it's not backwards. Miss Angela, if you're still there, let me know if this is backwards or not. I could never tell. So the first one is how to match your lifestyle and your personality with your hair care regimen instead, right? Because this is probably what you're doing. Instead of choosing hair care habits that are exhausting and overwhelming, and you're still not seeing any real improvement with your hair. Like, don't nobody got time for that, okay? The next step is how to add your inches with ease. Oh, I love this one. Okay, it's fine. Okay, thank you so much. So the next step is add your inches with ease, also known as, aka, hashtag get these inches, right? Because I'd be like, look, you want longer hair? Girl, get these inches. It's that easy. It's as easy as it is to say, get these inches. Ah. That was funny because I had a tongue twister. That's funny. As easy as it is to say, get these inches, you can get these inches, and I'm here to give them to you. All right. that was funny, though. Okay. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Hold on. That was funny, though. That was kind of funny. All right. Yes, get these inches. Okay. So once you focus entirely on length retention and not hair growth, then you'll be able to better understand why you've been at the same length all of these years. Okay. And the last step, that's supposed to be my drum roll, is reaching your fullest potential to continue the evolution of your journey. Because remember, we were created to evolve, to continue to flourish, to continue to thrive. And it's not supposed to be complicated, not supposed to be hard. So within that last step, right, you get to decide what you want from your hair, and that improvement becomes inevitable, right? Whether you're thinking like, okay, I want to prevent my hair from drying out, I want to improve the health of my hair even more, I want it to grow even thicker, I want to fill in my edges, or whatever other circumstances that you have, right? When you get there, you get to this space where you're like, okay, what else do I want? And instead of you coming back with that mind trash of, oh, well, I haven't been able to do it, so maybe I can't. No, you can, right? And that's actually why we start with creating your soulful goal. Okay. And I actually do this, by the way, with my self-care challenge. I help them create their big healthy hair goals, pretty much, to where they're creating a goal that they really never even thought they could do. And I push them to make sure that they are empowered and they feel confident with their goal. And then I lay out the steps for them to achieve their goals. And it's just really this cool atmosphere. Anyways, that's not what I came here to talk about. All right. Next topic. So that's my natural hair healing framework. Next we have your healing quote of the week. So healing quote of the week. So with this healing quote of the week, I've learned that, or I've been more into journaling. And what I'll share about this is that when I first started journaling, first of all, I didn't realize how powerful it was. I didn't even really think, like, when I first started journaling, I didn't know the I didn't know why it worked. So I couldn't understand why even journaling was going to help me, but it has. So when I first started doing it, and still, this is before I even learned what, oh, I was supposed to tell y'all what's in my box. Okay, I'll tell y'all what's in my box after this, and then I'll get into the mistakes that I've made with my natural hair in my journey. Okay, so I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Is that wine kicking in as I take another sip? Hold on. That was hilarious. Hold on. Okay. I'm glad I got the topic on here, the healing quote. What I realized, or what I didn't realize, was how it works. So when I first started doing it, I was just doing it just to do it, just because people told me to do it, or they didn't tell me to do it, but they were like, yeah, this is something really great. I signed up for like this program. I think it was like, I don't remember how. I think it was like $10 a month or something. Like, it was just like pity, like it wasn't nothing at all, right? And she would give journal quotes, and it was more mindset than actual tangible things, and that's how I got into that space. So it was like, okay, let me do this. Let me just do this because that's what I should do. And then I got into like Abraham Hicks and all these other people, and like I was like, oh, you know what? And then it clicked of why it was so powerful. I didn't think about it as a way to like reprogram my mind. And let me know if whoever is watching, let me know if that is something that you're familiar with, right? Abraham Hicks, or like journaling and like the real deepness of it. So when I first started doing journaling, a lot of mind shit came up for me. It was like, I don't know, it was like really strong of like, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't increase my prices, or I shouldn't, excuse me, I shouldn't show up the way I really want to. And it prevented me from doing a lot of things, but it was just that, it was the mind stuff getting in the way. And I got to a point where I accepted what was going on, that it was literally me stopping myself from doing what I wanted. So I got more into the mindset stuff. So let's get into the phrase. Like I'm gonna speed through because I haven't talked and talked. So I'm gonna give you your quote. Or well, I'm gonna tell you this little thing, and then I'm gonna give you your quote. So what I do now, I match journaling with visualizing and really being thankful for whatever the quote that I'm writing down. I wonder if I have my, I don't know if I have my work bag up here. I think it is, I thought it was up here. Hold on. I guess not. It must be downstairs. So I have this notebook that I journal in. And it's funny, look, I'm going back. It's funny because when I first started doing this, I was pregnant, and like I was getting this like carpal tunnel feeling. So I messaged lady, I remember that because I was enrolled into the program. So I said, I guess I was almost making an excuse. I was like, oh, I'm pregnant, it hurts to write. Is there some other way that I can journal? And she was just like, yeah, whatever works for you. If you want to just say it a couple times or do an audio or what, she helped me out and gave me some things. But I felt like, think about it now, I think it was an excuse that was kind of coming up for me. But anyways, so your quote is, I am thankful my hair is thriving. Okay, so what you can do, if you bad it, type that in right now. I am thankful my hair is thriving. So what I want you to do with this journal, with this quote, you're going to be journaling this. You can, I like to use college rule paper. And so what I'll do is I'll write it on each line. And if it's a short quote like that, I am thankful my hair is thriving, and go ahead and type that in. I am thankful my hair is thriving. Declare that. Who wants to declare that? Where you at? I am thankful my hair is thriving. Are you thankful that your hair is thriving? So what happens is, if your hair is not how you want it to be, and you want to be you want to see your hair thriving, you call in what you want. I talk about that a lot in the self-care challenge. I think we did that on day 2 and day 3. And you call in what you want. So it was a lady who was like, yeah, my hair is doing this, it's falling out, it is shedding, it is breaking off, and all of this. And I was just like, I understand. Let's talk about what you want. Let's talk about what you actually want. Let's call that in. Let's focus on that, right? Focus on what you want, not what you have. Because what you have, you're calling in the same thing. Call in something greater, right? That's why I talk about increasing your hair goals, right? Usually people are like, and I don't want to get too much into it, but usually people are like, hey, Angel, I want to grow my hair to shoulder length. And then I'm like, are you sure you want to grow it to shoulder length? How do you feel about your hair growing longer than that? And they're like, oh, I would love that. Okay, why didn't you say that to begin with? Call in what you want, sis. Get what you want. Don't you deserve it? Aren't you worthy of what you desire? What is burning into your soul? Don't you deserve the things that you desire? This earth is for us. We're here because this is ours, right? What do you want? And that's actually what I talk about a lot in the self-care challenge. But anyways, type it in. Why do I not see this in the comments anywhere? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Let me type it in, because I am. I know it. Yes. Yeah, you got to be thankful. I'm telling you. I am thankful my hair is thriving. So what you do is you write this on a piece of paper, or a piece of paper, or you can type it in. You just say, I am thankful for that my hair is thriving. I am thankful my hair is thriving. And you write that over and over and over again until you cannot write anymore. Usually I do, so I write on the college rule. So usually I'll do like a whole page. If I have more time, I'll do another page. If not, then I just won't. But usually I do, and I visualize what my dream natural hair looks like. If you're having a problem thinking about what your dream natural hair looks like, definitely look into my free self-care challenge, because I help you do that, right? Personally, I help you do that. So again, this week's journal, this week's healing quote is, I am thankful my hair is thriving. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Okay, so let me tell you what I have in my box, and then I'll tell you about some mistakes that I've made with my hair. So I just wanted to share with you all, just because I thought it would be cool. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Well, kind of, but not really. So this is what I tripped over. I tripped over this while getting my wine. And I was like, what is this? And the way, you a mama and you be tripping over stuff, and you like, is this a toy? Well, why is there toys over here? But it was something for me. All right, so I know that I realized right after I made this order that I forgot to order something, but that's okay. All right, so this is what I got. I got my Herbalife, y'all. And by the way, I do not sell this. I used to sell it way back in the day, like, I don't know, maybe like 8 years ago. I don't know. But I started taking this stuff again, and it's been very, very valuable for my life. So I have 2 of these. I got 2 of these. My favorite flavor is cookie and cream. By the way, if you're watching this and you do Herbalife shakes, what is your favorite flavor? Let me know what your favorite flavor is. I recently, I tried the maple pecan. I don't know who says pecan or who says pecan. I actually say both, depending on how I feel. But it tastes okay, but it's too strong for me. I don't know. It was like too mapley, or I don't know what it is. But I've been doing cookie and cream for a while, so I've been doing that, and I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of it. But if you've tried any Herbalife shakes, tell me what is your favorite flavor? And then I've got this. It's supposed to be good for keeping you hydrated. So what I actually did, I started off with the trial pack for their like workout stuff. And I liked all three of them. So instead of what I did, I bought one at a time. I bought I continued to buy the trial pack, and this is just something like some strategy if you want to do it, because the depend on the one, they're good quality products. So like this one I think was like $30. There's another tall one that's like $80, and then it's another one. I'm not sure how much it is, but I would buy the trial pack, and then once a month I've been buying an entire big thing. So if you pretty much save more with the bigger one. So I've been doing that, and this is my last one. So it's almost time for me to buy the first big size. But instead of like having to buy all of them at one time, which I just didn't, I didn't, my soul was not calling for me to do that. I just did one at a time. And then this is the last one that I got. So this is the first time that I ordered the $30, not the $30, the 30-day thing. Before I just did like, it's called a 7-day trial, and I was just doing that. But this time I decided to get the 30-day thing, and it's supposed to help with hunger and hunger control and fat reduction. But yeah, I just thought that would be cool to share with you all, to unbox that with you. Okay, so now let's get into some mistakes that I have made with my hair. So this is kind of like a short story time, and then I'm going to end the show with that. All right, so what do I want to talk about today? What's the story for the day? Okay, how about this? Okay. So, let me walk you through this story. So first of all, if you are still new with me, I'm a natural hairstylist. I am a natural hair rehab expert. I've been doing other people's hair for money for 20 years, right? So I've always done hair. So this is back earlier in my career, of my natural hair career, after getting my license, working in the salon as a booth renter, and going to seminars for different products, different hair techniques, or customer service for my clients. Like, it wasn't just about hair products or techniques, it was about like the service that I give my clients. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of paint a picture of where I'm coming from. So I was getting ready for a design essentials seminar, and I remember I had my hair flat ironed. Okay, I had my hair flat ironed, and I was getting ready. I guess I wanted to like make sure that my front was like laid or something. I guess that was the goal. And so what happened was I put some mousse on the front of my hair. I remember I put some mousse on the front like this, like I pushed it, and I like did like this. And so it didn't just touch my edges, it touched like the hair like in the front. And I think I went to go do something. I came back in the mirror, and that front had just really like, it didn't shrink all the way, but it was like curling up, and I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I thought, what just happened? I was like, what did I do? And I was like, oh, you don't put mousse on flat ironed hair if you don't want it to curl up. And I was like, oh no. And mind you, I'm getting ready for this Design Essential seminar, and I thought my hair was looking great. It was really nice and flat iron. I think at that time my hair was like up here, stretched, straightened. I wish I could show that picture. I don't know where that picture is. But my hair was pretty short, right? And again, as you're hopping on, say, hey girl, hey. So I just knew that my hair, I thought I didn't know what I knew now. And so thinking back at that story, I know and understand that a lot of people do things with their natural hair, not realizing what's actually going on. And first of all, it's okay, right? You can't know everything. Don't nobody know everything. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. It's a normal thing, right? It's okay. But it was like, wow, I should not do this ever again. And I never did, but it's things like that that remind me that I have come a long way. There are so many different things that I've done in my career, in my journey, that are like, what in the world was I thinking now? But back then it was like, I just didn't know. I didn't really know. I didn't understand or any of that, right? And it's okay, right? So if you are making mistakes with your hair, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just learn and do better, right? Focus on what you want. If I have to say anything before I get off, focus on what you want and not what you don't want. If you're saying you don't have time to do your hair, stop focusing on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. Would you like to have more time to do your hair? Right? Right? And then know that it's not supposed to be complicated. If you're caring for your hair and it's complicated, or you're frustrated with your hair care, you're doing it wrong. I say that all the time. You're doing it wrong. And I say that with all of the love in the world, okay? So that is all that we have for today's show. Again, if you would like to support my channel, it's to share my message so more people can learn about what I am doing, the movement that I am taking you through. First of all, please share this video with as many people as you can. Share it in all of the natural hair groups. Share it in all of share it on your personal page. Share it wherever you can. Share it. Okay, let's get this message out that your natural hair care should not be complicated. It shouldn't be frustrating. And if you're not able to get to that space, let me help you, right? I have tons of free things all of the time, right? AKA self-care challenge. Let me help you with that mindset thing, okay? So I would actually love to hear your thoughts about showing up in the society that we live in, right? Especially as a Black woman with kinky natural hair. I would love to hear from you, right? So if you would like to join the conversation, please send in your questions, send in your concerns, send in your statements and your comments to salonsupport@Dream Natural Hair, and you can just put in the subject line Angel's Conversation, right? So you in the subject line you'll put in, and let me put that on here so I can say that the next time. You'll use subject line, and this is so we know why you're emailing us, because my team is going to be like, huh? Just do, okay. Angels, what did I do? I don't even know what I just said. Angels Conversation. Let's just do that. And it don't matter if you spell conversation right or not. Just do that, okay? So send us in your questions, your comments, your concerns, or how you feel about showing up in this society that we live in with your kinky natural hair. How do you feel, right? Do you feel confident? Do you feel empowered? How do you feel? Do you not feel that way? You don't feel confident? You don't want to wear your hair out? You want to wear the weaves? Tell me, where are you? Where's your stance on this topic? Okay, so you'll email my team at salon support, and I guess I could type that in so you can see what it looks like. Salon support at dreamnaturalhair.com. Okay. So yeah, I would love for you to join the conversation, and then so you'll email my team salon support at Dream Natural Hair with the subject line Angels Conversation, and then you could be featured in our next episode. Okay, so I would love to get your take on how you feel about that. Okay, so let's continue the conversation in my next free 5-day self-care challenge, where we're going through releasing your old hair stories that hold you back from growing the hair that you desire. We talk about your current hair story so we can redefine and recreate the natural hair that deep down inside of you know is possible for you. And then I'm going to be giving you the steps of accomplishing healing of your natural hair to the deepest soul level. Okay, so for more information, you can go to dreamnaturalhair.com/self-care. And let me put that in here because I did not think about that either. Oops, didn't do that. Dreamnaturalhair.com/self-care challenge. We'll put this as excuse me, I want this to show up on the bottom of the screen. There we go. All right, so for more information, so right now the registration is closed. If you would like to be put on our wait list for our next self-care challenge, that way you'll be the first in to enroll. We do have a limit for the people that we take through our challenge, because we actually we like hold your hand through the process. So we're not just letting hundreds and thousands of people in right now. We are making sure that we can service and really help you go through a deep transformation. So this is not for you if you're not looking to go through a deep transformation and you're only looking to know what your curl pattern is or what product you should use. No, this is not for you. This is for the one who is wanting to change how you feel about your hair, right? If you're wanting to feel more connected in your healing natural hair journey, right? If you're looking to learn how to show up more unapologetically and more powerfully in your natural hair journey, then this challenge is for you. Okay, we talk about a lot of mindset stuff. There have been some tears, there have been some laughters, and there have been some huge transformations just in the first day or two of the challenge. And which, by the way, that's why the registration is closed. We're on today's day 4, tomorrow's day 5. Tomorrow's the last day of the challenge, and I'm so looking forward to being in there in that space tomorrow. It's a different vibe. Like it's a vibe. It's a vibe, y'all. I'm so proud of what I've learned to be able to create and carrying my people, Black people with kinky hair, down a journey that no one really talks about. They don't want to talk about how white people have hurt us with slavery, with just loving ourselves, and stop braiding our hair and all kinds of things. So we'll continue the conversation, right? So I'm going to be back here every Tuesday evening. I don't know what time yet, but I'm going to be back here so we can do my next show. But again, if you would like to share your thoughts on how you feel about showing up in society as a Black woman with natural hair, with kinky natural hair, I would love for you to join the conversation. So you can send in your questions, your concerns, your statements to salon support. Where is it? Salon support at dreamnaturalhair.com. I hope there's no typos because it's supposed to be exactly how I said it. Salon support at dreamnaturalhair.com. Okay, that looks right. Okay. All right, and then if you send it in, you can be featured on our next episode. All right. So thank you so much for being here with me on today's show. I will see you next time. Bye.